Hey guys, what's going on? Brandon here, and today I'm doing my review of Gen V, episode 5 of season 1. So, Gen V, as I said in the last video about Gen V, is a spin-off of The Boys. And, major spoilers for this episode. Major spoilers. So, if you haven't seen the episode, you can go away, or if you don't care about spoilers, I guess you can just stay here and be spoiled. That's fine with me too. Whatever you are kind of feeling, but don't come bitching to me when I spoil a bunch of shit. So, there are things I really love about this episode. Pretty much the whole episode. That's pretty much what I love about it. But to be more pinpoint accurate, I love everything to do with the puppets. The puppet fight was incredible. I don't know how they shot that, but great job. However they did it, fantastic. It looked incredible. It was one of my favorite, it's probably one of my favorite scenes so far in the season. And maybe in the entire Boys universe. I don't know what it is about that scene, but just seeing, because obviously it's in, Sam's head. I'm just starting off with this because, I have to talk about it. It's crazy. But obviously it's, in Sam's head, and they're not actually puppets. You see that after the puppet fight. But they, made a puppet of Sam, and they made a puppet of Emma. She was there too, or her puppet was, but she wasn't there. Just everything about that scene, they always find in this universe, in the Boys universe as a whole, they always find some new and different way to, give you, a holy shit moment. Even in, some crazy, roundabout way, and, it was so weird, but it looked so good, and then the reveal that, obviously they weren't, which, I knew, it was pretty clear that he was seeing puppets, them as puppets, and we were seeing him as a puppet, but they were, he was just killing real people. But to show the aftermath of that, though, that looked great as well. Everything about that scene just looked incredible in terms of just a visual, aspect. But yeah, I was very happy with that scene. I was very proud of that scene as somebody who didn't work on the show or anything, but was very just I just thought it was really cool. Now, we get to kind of the crux of this episode, which is, in the last episode, at the end of the episode, Marie, Monroe, and Jordan Lee woke up, or I guess technically Marie was the only one that woke up at that time. They woke up in a bed together after a fight scene that didn't really ever end, but it did. You don't know what happened to get to the point where they all woke up in a bed together, where those two woke up in the bed together. And then, beginning of this episode, you see Andre and Kate wake up in a bed together. And it seems like they do not remember the night before. And then and then this whole, episode, just them trying to figure out what happened to them the night before to make them kind of forget. And, I skipped all the way to the puppet scenes because I wanted to make sure I got that out first. I wanted to make sure I talked about that. But this whole storyline really worked for me. And I kind of had a feeling that it wasn't, because they were like, oh, it's Rufus. It must have been Rufus, right? I kind of had a feeling at multiple points in this episode, maybe it wasn't. And maybe it was somebody else. But I also wasn't 100% sure. But when they kept on hammering home throughout the entire episode, like Rufus, 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 I was like, it's, or at least until a certain point they were hammering that home. I was like, it's not Rufus, is it? And lo and behold, it was not Rufus. It was actually Kate that made them forget the night before. Which is revealed about, I don't know, midway-ish through the episode. Which is very interesting to me. Because there were certain things with Kate that I kind of felt, like, kind of suspicious about. But I wasn't prepared to, like, outright say that she was, involved in anything. But obviously she was, and she is. And it works so well. It works so well for this. Just so incredibly well for this show to kind of have this feeling of anyone could be kind of involved. I don't think Andre's involved at all. I think I think it made it pretty clear at the end of the episode. So I'm 100% in as far as him goes. I do think Kate can have a redemption arc. I do think that Kate can definitely have a redemption arc. But we'll see. I think that, it's going to take a little bit because apparently she's been doing this for years. She was doing this to Golden Boy. She's making him forget about his brother. And that's kind of where I'm at, where I'm like, well, it's unfortunate that she's involved. But I do think that she could potentially have a redemption arc. I think that she probably will end up having one, but we'll see. We'll see on that. That's my personal kind of prediction for later on in the season. I think that she is going to have some kind of redemption arc. So I'm excited to see what happens with her. I really love the main cast of the show. It's very much an ensemble. I mean, Marie Monroe is kind of, I would say, the main character, but Andre has a huge role in the show. Kate has had a huge role in the show. Emma, Jordan, Lee, I really do feel like that's kind of like the main core cast at the moment. Could always change. You never really know when that could change, but that could always change. And but so far I'm happy with that kind of main cast. I really like the actors, and I really like the what they do with their characters. And I really like just kind of the just everything that is kind of boys kind of related. I just love if ever all of the boys spin-offs and everything is going to be this good, just give me more and more of the boys, the boys universe. It's just it's a great fun universe, and I have so much fun with this universe. I can't get enough of it, and I want more, and I'm excited for season 4 of The Boys. I hope that this gets a season 2, because I think at this moment it deserves it. It's just a great show so far. So, if you like this video, and again, like I said in my Chucky, real quick, review, of the second episode of Chucky, I will be doing these, reviews, and then I will be doing, at a later kind of date, at the last episode, basically, a review of the entire season as a whole, a number score, whatever. So if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and you can follow me on Twitter and link in the description below. Peace.